Today I am going to start polynomial mathematics class 10, mathematics class 9, and in this polynomial I will discuss two topics. Or here the first topic is zeros of a polynomial, and next is the remainder theorem, and also we will discuss the division algorithm. So these are the three topics for today. So first, what is the meaning of zeros of a polynomial? So first take the example of this. Take the example of px equal to 5x square plus 3x minus 8. Now this is the polynomial, and in this suppose take x equal to 2, that is x equal to 2, and then here find p2 here. That is px is just a symbol for representing this polynomial. That is px means x is the variable here, because this is a polynomial of only one variable x, that is why px. So this is the name of this polynomial. So now p2 equal to, that is 5 into 2 square plus 3 into 2 minus 8 equal to, here it will be 2 to the 4 20 plus 6 minus 8. So 20 plus 6 will be 26, and minus 8 will be equal to 18. So this is p2 equal to 18. So in this case, when we put x equal to 2, then we got the value of this as 18. Now take another example. For example, here if you take in the same example, that is in the same example, if you take x equal to 2, that is in this case take x equal to 1. Now what will happen here? See, p1 equal to here 5 into 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 8. So this value here, now solve. 5 plus 3 minus 8 equal to 0 here. 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 8, 0. So this is 0 here. Now see here the difference. That is in this case, when we put x equal to 1, then we got the value of this expression as 0. So here, that is in this case, we will say that x equal to 0. So x equal to 1 is, here we will say that x equal to 1 is a 0 of polynomial px in this case. So that is here in this case x equal to 1 is called the 0 of a polynomial. So in this case x equal to 1 is the 0. That is what is 0 or polynomial means that that is there are some values for which a given polynomial becomes 0, and that or those values are called the zeros of a polynomial. And this polynomial may have one zero or more than one zero also. Depends on like here this is a quadratic polynomial here. So it may have a maximum 2 zeros in this case, or it may not have the zeros also. That is in many cases the polynomials don't have the zeros also. So that is here that is the meaning of zeros is only that whenever you are given a polynomial in one variable, and for any value of x that becomes 0, that is that the value of the polynomial becomes 0, then that those values will be called the zeros of the polynomial. So next is, so this is the meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. And next, like here also there, for example, this is a polynomial, and what is the zero? What is the zero of a constant polynomial? Suppose px equal to 5. Okay, this is also the example of a polynomial. Then what is the zero of this polynomial? Now see that this that is the value of this px will never be 0 for any value of x. That is here, because you can write px equal to 5 into suppose x to the power 0. So now this will never be 0 for any value of x. Now you will say that we can put x equal to 0. So you can say that here 0 to the power 0 equal to 0, but this is not true here, because 0 to the power 0 is not defined. This is undefined. So here we cannot take x equal to 0, or because for that this is not defined, so there is no question of taking. That is why in this case that for any constant polynomial there are no zero output. That is, this will never be zero for any value of x. So this is the zero of this constant polynomial. That is, we don't have any zero of the constant polynomial. Remember this. And next is also what is the zero of a zero polynomial. Like if you write here px equal to 0. Now what is the zero of this polynomial? So for what values of x this will be 0. Here now you can write here that 0 is equal to x to the power suppose 5. Now here you can take x equal to any value here. That is, you can take x equal to suppose 0 into 5 to the power 5 will be 0 here. That is, or if you take here 0 into suppose 4 by 5 to the power 6 here. Suppose in that case also it will be 0. But here again there is a condition that it will not be true for like 0 to the power 0 in this case. So here for any, that is in this case if you have a zero polynomial, then this polynomial will have in practically many zeros except 0. That is here that is in this case 0 is a polynomial and this is a zero polynomial, and in this case we have in practically many zeros except 0. So this is the point here. The next is what is the division algorithm. So division algorithm you would have studied about this. That is dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, this is called the division algorithm. So whenever you divide suppose any number like 37 by suppose 3, then 1 here. So see here that this is called the dividend, and this is the divisor, and this is the quotient, and this is the remainder. Now you can see these are the four quantities, and in this there is a relation like dividend equal to, that is 37 equal to divisor means 3 into quotient means 12 here, and plus remainder, that is 1. Now see here 12 to 36 plus 1 equal to 37. So this is the division algorithm for these numbers, and this is also true for any algebraic expressions also. Like this is also true for the polynomials. So for example, take the example take the polynomial 3x square plus 2x plus 1. 3x square plus 2x plus 1. Now this is the polynomial suppose px, and there is another polynomial also, and we will divide this polynomial by suppose x. So if you divide this by x, then what will happen? 3x square plus 2x plus 1 divided by x. Then here it is 3x square, so we will take here 3x. So it will be 3x square, that is 3x into x will be 3x square. So right, then subtract, it will get here, then comes 2x. Then again we will take here plus 2 here, that is it will be here 2x, again 0, then plus 1 will come here, 0, then here 1 will come in this case, and then now we cannot divide because here this is 1 here, and this is in this case now we will stop this division, because here x, the degree of x is here 1, and in this case, and the degree of this remainder is now less than 1 in this case. So now we will stop the division. So in this case you have the remainder, this is the remainder, and this is the quotient, and this is the divisor, and this is the dividend, and this is the divisor here. So in this case again you can see that px is equal to that is, this is equal to what is this here, that is dividend equal to divisor. Divisor means x into quotient, that is 3x plus 2, and remainder is here 1. Now you see that if you solve this again you will get this same thing here. So this is called the division algorithm for this also, polynomial also, and you must know how to divide, and I think you would have studied all those things, that is how to divide in the class 8 or in class 7. So here I explained you this. So this is the example for this. So if you divide this expression by x, then we will get x plus 2 here, and then this satisfies this here. So, and take another example also. Another example of division. For example, divide 3x square plus 5x plus 1. Now divide this by another polynomial x minus 1. And here this is called the gx in this case. Gx equal to x minus 1, and this is called the fx. That is fx equal to, you can write it that fx equal to 3x square plus 5x plus 1. So fx is this and gx is this. So fx is the dividend and gx is the divisor. So x minus 1, now divide this, then we have to bring this 3x square here. So again 3x into 3x square. So it will be like 3x here. So 3x into x is 3x square. And 3x into minus 1 would be minus 3x in this case. Then subtract minus plus, and then here it will be 8x plus 1. Now again further divide, here write here plus 8, then 8x minus 8. Then it will be plus, then you have 9 here in this case. So here the remainder is 9 and quotient is this, and this is the divisor. Now again here you can see that 3x square plus 5x plus 1 is equal to divisor x minus 1 into quotient 3x plus 8 and equal to plus here remainder. Now here you can write that here fx equal to gx into here qx plus here rx here. So what is the meaning here, that now this is the division algorithm for the polynomial, that is fx equal to gx into qx plus rx here. That is, we are given two things here, that is fx and gx, and here gx is not equal to 0. Fx is a polynomial and we are dividing fx by gx, and if we do so, then we will get two more polynomials like qx and rx, and here in this case qx and rx, and here the degree of rx, the degree of rx must be less than the degree of gx in this case. So this is the division algorithm for the polynomial. So that is, this is true for every polynomial of a single variable. So so here you must remember this, that is dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So from this we will now here in this case you can see that now we will discuss that remainder theorem in this case. Now what is the remainder theorem? In this again take the same example here, this fx equal to 3x square plus 5x plus 1 here. So what does the remainder theorem says? That is, if you have any number c, that is like let any number c, suppose x equal to c, and for x equal to c, suppose fx, or you can say fx equal to 0, that is fc equal to here in this case some remainder here, fx equal to, suppose x equal to here r, then this will be called the remainder, or just I will explain you this. For example, this is the fx equal to this. So fx equal to 3x square plus 5x plus 1. Now gx equal to x plus 1. Then if you put this equal to 0, then what will you get? You will get x equal to 1. Now put here 1 in this equation, in this expression here actually. f1 equal to 3 1 square plus 5 into 1 plus 1, that is 3 plus 5 plus 1, that is 5 plus 3, that is 9 here in this case. So see that when we divided this by this actually, then in that case also we got 9, and here also see that f1 equal to 9 in this case directly. So this is the remainder theorem in this case, that is like for this is the linear polynomial here. If this is equal to 0, then x equal to 1, and put this value, then you will get the remainder in this case. So that is directly f equal, that is here f1 equal to 9. So this is the remainder. So this is called the remainder theorem. So what is the definition in this case? The remainder theorem, you can see in the book the definition, that that is, if you have any polynomial fx, if you have any polynomial of x, and if you divide this polynomial by x minus a, then the remainder will be equal to what? Fa in this case. So this is called the remainder theorem in this case, and this is a polynomial having degree n, which is this, that is degree n, where n is greater than or equal to 1, n is natural number here. So fx is any polynomial of variable x, and if this is divided by x minus a, then the remainder will be equal to r equal to fa. So this is called the remainder theorem. So in this we can find some questions on this here. Or I will discuss some questions in the next class. Okay, so this is all for today. I hope you understood all these topics, the zeros of a polynomial, division algorithm, and remainder theorem. So you will practice the questions based on this topic, and I will discuss more on the next class. Thank you.